Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another training video for my Easy Trader system that has the Super Signal Indicator. Today's date is August the 14th, and with this indicator it should really improve your trading. You should have a lot more successful trades as it will pinpoint the exact perfect timing for either selling and or buying. Please keep in mind that you can put this on absolutely all the different time frames. The rules are exactly the same, and I'll be explaining that shortly. Now I'll be doing one video for the London session. Now this vertical line happens to be 1 hour before the London opens, which is right here. Remember, London opens 3 a.m. New York time and closes at 11 right here on this blue candle. 11 p.m. New York. So 8 hours it's open. Sometimes it'll just go straight down. Sometimes it'll do a pullback, and you can catch all of these cycles, because this indicator will be showing you the beginning of each and every cycle. Now, doesn't mean you're going to get 100 pips. Sometimes it'll only just go a little bit. Sometimes it won't go anything. So the thing is, you got to know which ones to take. Now when the market, let's say starting right here for London, you want to see the TZ just barely hit the 50, but if you drop it down to the 5 minutes, this TZ indicator will go all the way up, like over here. And then once it hooks around and turns red, 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 as you can see here, the bulls and the bears, it's actually the bears this time, is red. HA bars turn red, timing turn red, and the TZ is slanted down. So on this candle right here, you would get an audio alert along with this pop-up box showing you the time, the pair or instrument, and whether you're getting a buy alert or a sell alert. And also remember, you must have some kind of a daily trade plan. Now this one was for last Friday, August the 12th, 22. There was a lot of price action, a lot of movement, and a lot of pips and ticks to be made. So once you have this indicator and you know which way you want to be going, either bearish or bullish, then all you got to do is sit back, wait for the audio alert. Whether you're buying or selling, you'll get a pop-up or like the alert along with the these arrows, blue for buying, red for selling. It's as simple as that. So now this will eliminate and save me a lot of time. I no longer have to scan the market every 15 minutes because I'm always on the 15 minutes. All I got to do is sit back and wait for the alert and the pop-up box here. Quite simple. Go and look at it. Now once you know you want to be buying or selling, and I'm sure from this point, let's see what that plan did say. Right here for Euro Aussie, right here, look it. Now the two very smaller time frames. Now it can easily go up a bit, which is what it did do, and then it carried on its merry way down or bearish. See, it did go up a bit, and then it continued to go down for the Asian session. That's why if you don't have a daily trade plan, that'll be a big piece of the missing puzzle. So make sure you are producing or getting your hands on a daily trade plan. I don't know how long this video will be, but at least 20 minutes or more. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to do London. Now remember, London goes to way over here. But soon as you get the signal, which is on this candle right here, down at the bottom on this candle, red, 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 TZ is going down. So on the next candle, now on the next candle, that's when you'll see the arrow at the open. So the open is right here. And then it went up a bit. See that? It went up a bit. Now as soon as you have the feeling it's not going to go up anymore, because remember, it could go up to here or further. But once it's done, and the way I look at it, take a trade on this candle, or this candle. Stop should be to the left, swing pivot high, which is right here. Let's go with 20 pips. You're risking 20. You're in at the beginning of the cycle, and there you go. Nothing wrong with 40 pips. But by the time you start to see blue down here, you've got to get out of the trade. Now, remember, trade management is important. Money management is important. And of course, eventually, once you learn how to trade, the psychological part, which is 80% of the problem, and 95% of the traders never ever get those three right. And that's why we have 95% of the traders failing. Make sure you demo trade a real lot. You got to put in a lot of chart time and a lot of demo trading. Remember, you need a lot of education. Make sure you, get your hands on a lot of education every no more than 3 months. And don't forget, you must have some kind of a daily trade plan. So this system, Easy Trader, with the super signal, along with the daily trade plan, you're going to find success much, much faster. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, I forgot to bring up the indicator. Here it is here. So now this MA filter, I leave it on false. But if you happen to put it on true, it will only take buy trades and show buy arrows above the 50 EMA. Now, you can change either simple, you can pick whichever one you desire. I use 95% of the time exponential, so that's what I leave it on. But it's changeable for you. I leave this on false for only one reason. Because if I want to trade pullbacks going back to the goal line, I will not see a buy arrow if you put that on true. And these ones here, there's a few pairs where the arrows are further away. So you just play with these, values here. And you will quickly learn, you can bring the arrows closer or further away. Now the reason the arrows are further away is because of how many digits are in each instrument. More digits, the arrow moves a little bit further away. Now I put the alerts on true. I personally don't care about push notification, which can go to your cell phone. I don't care about emails. So remember, you can turn them on if you want to your cell phone and to your email. All I want is buy signals, sell signals. That's all I'm interested in, and the alerts. So it's user-friendly, and you can make minor adjustments if you so desire. Just press OK, and don't forget to save the template. So on this one here, if you're trading London or any session, just look a little to the left. You want to see goal line is going down and price action below the goal line. And we have, now remember, this one happens to be a 50, as I mentioned before. And this happens to be just part of the platform moving average at 10. You can, if you have a more favorite number, but 10 does good for me. Price action, if it touches the 10 or goes closer to the goal line, like here, I always say, what's the magic word? Pullback. Remember, I'm going to say it dozens of times. Magic word, pullback. What's the golden rule? Take the trade as close to the goal line, or sometimes I'll go even a little bit higher, like around here, or here, or here, or here, and away it goes. Now remember, my daily trade plan would be saying to sell, put a down arrow, any blue candle going up into this area where you're going to take the trade. So you're going to take the trade on the first candle that turns red, starting to drop. You're risking, well, I would just go above the goal. So let's go with 10 pips. You're risking 10, and you can get around 40. But remember, when the blue kicks in, the TZ is going up, close the trade, even if it's only 22 pips. And when it comes back to the goal line area, remember, your daily trade plan, you have to make a daily trade plan an hour before you're going to be doing your trading. So that's why I put this box at 2. This one is 2 hours before the market opens, which is 8. This is 6, and this is 8. New York opens here. So I'm in front of the computer, popping in my down arrow, and taking a trade, and away it goes. Trading is super easy, a lot of fun. That's why I call it Easy Trader. And it's going to be very easy to trade with this super signal indicator. Moving right along. Euro yen. Oh boy, here we go. We're already at 12 minutes and I only did... Now sometimes the arrows are a little bit further. And to me, doesn't bother me. Because if you tighten them up and save the template, then they're going to be like right on the candle on the other. There's only a few candles where they're much further away. So I can still see it. Let's see. You get a buy signal right here. Remember, when it goes from red to blue, all three have to be blue. Blue, blue, blue. TZ is going up. So in the beginning of the next candle, you're going to get this arrow. Now, I'm not trading here or here. I would be trading over here. So, if you happen to be looking at it in real time right here, as I've told my 2 main trading buddies, I do have 4 right now, but for 16 years I've had 2 main trading buddies, and they're still my trading buddies. And we're all doing fantastic. So, all you got to do is, if price action is right here, measure to the goal line. Would you be happy to be down more than 30 pips? And of course, how many times have you taken a trade saying, oh, it's going, it's going, it's going, and then you're down 30, 40 pips with the spread? Just wait. Price always comes back. Remember, this goal line? It's like a super powerful magnet. Price every day comes back to it. See what I mean? Every day. All the time. So, and don't be hung up on the fact that it's a 50. I like 50. If you like 40, 44, 35, 36, 30, they all do more or less the same trick, the same job. So the magic word is pull back. Here we go. Take the trade. Goal line. I always start off, 20 pips, so that for sure it's going to hold. So you're risking 20 and you got 70. Excellent return. Euro New Zealand. Won't be able to go through all of these, but I'll definitely try to keep this video and all the videos within 25 minutes. Here we go. London. Remember, we're doing the London session. I'll be doing the New York also. So here we go. So you will get an alert and pop-up box from back, from back here. And then, now if you took the trade here, here, the most that went against you was 7 pips. I'm sure you wouldn't be too worried. You're risking about 20. Let's go with 20. And that's 50 pips there. So if I can get 20 to 40, which I, many times I do, and I'm doing 10 trades, you can easily see how I'm getting hundreds of pips and ticks, especially once I start showing you the DAX 30 and the NASDAQ, which just moves a lot more than Forex. Let's just check out some pound pairs. Pound Aussie. Here we go. Now once I see the goal line going down, I always look at the goal line. If it's going down, I'm thinking about buying, not selling. And then make sure you have a daily trade plan. Pop an arrow here, a down arrow around here, and away you go. Trading is super easy. So you wait for the pullback. You're going to get in. I call this area the T area, spelled TEA, same like a cup of tea, which stands for Trade Entry Area. Anywhere between here and here, take the trade. So all of these are looking good to me. Stop is 15 pips. You're risking 15. Down here is 55. Down here is 70. See what I mean? You're getting in at the beginning of the cycle. Now, if you're going to take in the trade on these candles here is aggressive. If you're the type of trader that you want to be conservative and wait till you get everything red, TZ is going down. So on the next candle, you're going to get in here. Now the difference between this is conservative and this is aggressive, which is 20 pips. I don't know about you, but an extra 20 pips in my pocket is a big bonus. Down to here is 33 and down to here is 46. So you have to make a decision. Once I know daily trade plan is saying to sell, it comes back to the T area, trade entry area. I take the trade. Because look at, if I take the trade, look at my stop, 13 pips. If I take the trade here, well, it's going to be a little bit more. Could be around 30 something. So I vote for a smaller stop. And 95% of the times, it's going to go in your favor. Like when I tell traders, I'm 95% sure when I pull the trigger, I've got a winner. Sometimes I'm a little bit impatient and I don't wait for the pullback. But if I was thinking about taking the trade here, everything is blue down at the bottom. That's me being lazy. That's all it is. I just measure it here and say, would it bother me if it goes 30, 40 pips against me? My answer is no. If your answer is yes, then wait for the pullback. See if you get in around here. Stop is 10 pips. And down there is about 70. So, trade 1, trade 2, trade 3. Let's see now. We're at 18 minutes, so I like this pound yen. Here we go. And by the way, another thing I forgot to mention, look up bars, like to go back in history. Remember, you make this number bigger. As it is right now, it's about 9 days back on the 15-minute time frame. You could put 10,000 in here. But I have 21 instruments. And if I make this number too big, then instead of taking, 30 to 45 seconds to load the charts, it's going to take about 3 minutes. So only when I'm back testing and I want to go back 6 months or so, then I make this number bigger. This number. But the default is 500. Anyhow, now you know what that is for. So, getting in very quickly, that's your signal down at the bottom. When I say signal, remember, red, TZ is going down. You're going to get in on the next candle here or here. Stop is about 12 pips. So it depends on wherever you get in the trade. And another thing that I've learned is when you see the arrow, get in on that candle because it's always the candle before. That's the signal candle. This is getting into trade either here, here, not here. It's too far. Then you have to wait for a pullback. If you pull the trigger here, you're going to be down 40 pips plus a little bit more of the spread. So if you took the trade here, it's around a 15 pip stop. Risking 15 to get about 34 is not too bad. And of course, if you took the trade anywhere across here, stop is 10 pips. And of course, remember, this is all still London. And it did bottom out at 94 there. Another excellent trade. Okay, let's move on to some futures. Check out this oil here. Remember, you can trade anything that your platform offers you, and you can get into the market watch. So here we go. Now this complete whole system right here, the main indicators are the 4 at the bottom, and these are just 2 moving averages. And of course you have the super signal indicator, and you have, I threw in lots of good stuff for you. The ADR, when it hits the high and the low, it'll turn to a thick red color. When I see it happening right at the right hand edge, I'll show you that. You have the auto stop here if you wish to use it. Just make sure the smiley face is on, and when you put in the trade, it'll automatically put in a for me anyhow, I've set it up to be 30 pip stop and 100 pip target, but you can easily change that. If you change anything, always remember to press OK and then save the template. So an hour before, when the market opens, I see the goal line going up, and the super signal indicator said to buy here, and then there's another one over here. So remember, when it goes from red to blue, and then on the next candle open, you'll get the arrow. When it goes from red to blue, and then on the open, see, open of the next candle. Now it did drop 41 ticks. Remember, these futures, all the rest of these are all ticks. They're not pips. So just wait for the pullback into the moving averages or the T area and then get in. Now this first little run is 123, and of course up to there is over 200, and up to there is over 300. So you just have to exercise trade management, and of course for me, coming back to the T area here and this area, I can trade it as I am sleeping during the London session. Now this DAX 30, there's really only 3 of these instruments that you can double your account in one trade if you trade maximum lots. So the DAX 30, NASDAQ, and Russell. Now the magic number for doubling your account, you have to get 1334 ticks. 1,334. So this DAX closes every day at 3:45 p.m. New York time and opens 10 hours and 15 minutes later. That's why you see this gap here. So it opens at 2 o'clock in the morning. All the time, I'm telling you, is always New York or Eastern Standard Time. So when the market opened, there's the arrow. We're buying on the pullback to the goal line right here. Now that's over 1,100 ticks. Keep in mind, each tick pays $3.75 if you do one standard lot. And of course, as far as doubling your account, the magic number, this is where I would be taking a trade, is 1334, which is right on this candle, hopefully, right about there, close enough. It's very hard for me to get right on. 1334. If you have a $5,000 account, you did one standard lot, your account grew to $10,000. And I'll show you this, also NASDAQ and Russell. Gold, here we go. An hour before the market opens. That's why I wanted to see all the arrows below the moving average, above the moving averages. So that's your buy signal. There's your pullback. and you can get in anywhere around here, producing 50 ticks. Another pullback. Once it breaks the goal line, comes back as close to the goal line as possible, and that alone is over 100. That is 100 and about 40, and which pays $10 each tick. And of course, I'd like to see a pullback into the T area or in between. As long as it hits this moving average after it stalls out, you can get in, grab more pips. I forget the Dow. Now I'm only going to show you the last two here as we're at 25 minutes now. NASDAQ, this one you can double your account starting from the, but you do need, this one probably, you need 250. So let's see. Didn't quite get it. But the magic number is 250 ticks times $20. If you do one standard lot, your $5,000 account will go to $10,000. Now you can start with $500 and do exactly the same thing, except you would do one mini lot. Your $500 account, and if I scroll back in time a little bit, I can show you. Perfect example right here. Remember what I said earlier? It's always the candle before, and when this candle here closes, it's a trigger. You're going to get in as on the pullback about here. Stop is pretty small. It's only 6 pips. You ignore the last 2 digits, and when it hits 250, you're going to double your account. So when it hits right about there, you've doubled your account. And of course, that is 380 something. So it is a lot more than $5,000 if you did one standard lot. And here we go, and I want to show you the other one that you can double your account. Keep in mind, you do need 500, and this is only 360. So let's scroll back and see if we have a one that shows, there it is right here, 526. So let's do this one, not too complicated, right here. So for London or New York, doesn't make any difference. That's your signal candle right here. The next candle opens, you're going to see the arrow, pop-up box, audio alert, bang, wait for the pullback, you're in. To there alone is 192, and the magic number is 500. So let's see where we're going to get 500. Right there, close enough. Oh, bang, right on. On that candle, of course you remove the last digit, 500 times $10, that equals to $5,000. If you have a $500 account, it'll grow to $1,000 when you hit 500 ticks. Remember, you'll be doing one mini lot for every $500 in your account. I was hoping to keep these videos around 20-25 minutes, but I really want you to understand this. We'll do one more. S&P 500, London. There's the buy arrow, another buy arrow, another. Just to let you know, these arrows should only pop up when it goes from red to blue. So the market is closed on this August the 14th, which happens to be a Sunday. When the market opens, these arrows will adjust accordingly. So this arrow is a valid one. This candle, you'll get the alert. There's the arrow. At the open of this candle, you're in. Stop is, I don't know, 20, whatever you want to put, 20, 25. Because if price action ever goes on the other side of the goal line, you want to be out of the trade anyhow. Now to this top is 177. Remember, London closes somewhere over here, and that's well over 300. And if you stayed in the trade, you got well over 600 ticks. And remember, each tick on the S&P 500 pays $5. So we're at 30 minutes, so get the general idea, and please watch the other videos as I will be giving some more tips and tricks. So time to wrap up this video, and of course if you have any questions, all you got to do is get in contact with me, and if not, we'll see you in the next video.